they found out, they knew that this cremation story was false. They knew it. They knew that the burning and charring of the bones that Dr. Murray had opined were true were false. They knew it. And yet they came in here more than 2 years after they know that's false. And they continued throughout the trial to tell us all, well, Skylar said it. Skylar said it. Even though their own doctor, Dr. Brown, admitted that it's silly, it is impossible to light a baby or any human being on fire with a lighter. Why'd they do it? Why would they come in here and tell all of us that this cremation and fire should be trusted? Why'd they do it? If they knew, they know. They know it's not possible. We all know. Our common sense tells us it's not possible. Science tells us it's not possible. Because they know that if you have reason to doubt what Skylar said about cremation and burning, then you have reason to doubt the other things that she said that the detectives told her to say about signs of life. Well, if you really loved her, we know you saw signs of life. They know it. They know it's false. They know it offends our common sense. Yet they came in here for 2 weeks and they said Skylar cremated her baby. They continued that narrative. Their story, even though they know it's false. And it's sad. What are the chances, as they would have us believe, what are the chances that this doctor gets it all wrong, it later admits she's wrong, but it actually is helpful because, well, Skylar said it. We'll just keep going along that narrative. What are the odds? Well, we know in this case the odds are actually zero that you can light a baby or a human being on fire with a lighter. It is impossible. And you'll see in the interrogation tapes, they talk to Skylar about how'd you put out the fire. She's confused. I think you'll see that. Shoot to the flame. They had to throw dirt on the flames. They hid the state fire marshal's report from us. They hid it. You heard Lieutenant Fain testify on the stand. He saw it. They don't even put their lead detective on the stand in a homicide case. Never heard of it. Ever. The state fire marshal report tests 3 things. Gravesite, no accelerant used, no ignitable fluid used. They don't show it to us. And then they don't want us to display it to you. Why? Because they know. Give reason to doubt the burning. Give reason to doubt the signs of life. After they broke.
I apologize for interrupting. Ladies and gentlemen, the fire marshal's report is not evidence in this case. And whatever evidence may have been in that report is not for your consideration. You are to disregard the part of the closing argument that refers to that as fact or the inference that it was hidden from the defense. Mr. Rickers, you may continue.
You heard people testify to it. Lieutenant Fain testified to it. Before I forget, I cannot stand back up. And so just because I don't stand up after Mr. Kniven stands up does not mean that I don't have something to say. The government has the burden of proof, so in closing argument, they get to go first and last. So I don't want you all to think that I don't have something to say. That's not why I'm not standing back up. With jury service comes significant power. And I can tell that you all take your jobs very, very seriously. And you will soon have the power to start the healing process or to destroy it. Annabelle has still not been returned to the Richardson family. And your verdict in here today will last forever. It is extremely, extremely rare that a verdict is ever overturned at any point. It will be fine. Objection.
Sustained. Jury will treat their verdict as it is going to be final.
Pretty soon you'll have 3 jobs to do. The first job will be to listen to the law that the judge gives you, and he'll give you jury instructions, and that's the law in the case, what the judge gives you. Nothing else. We all come in here with different thoughts about the law, what it should be, but the law that you all swore an oath to follow will be what the judge gives you. And he'll give you those instructions, and you can read along with them as he reads them aloud to all of us, and you can actually take them back into the deliberation room with you. The second job you have to do is to explain to each other why you think the facts of the case are what they are, and applying those